All right. So, why is testosterone so important? From a very, very basic level, testosterone is what gets you to go out and do stuff. Testosterone is what ultimately makes you want to reproduce. That's what it does. At the very bare minimum, yes, it builds muscle, helps you lose fat, but when you look at your ancestors, they had to have testosterone in order to be able to reproduce and have offspring. So this meant being able to have enough drive and motivation to go out and hunt for food, and then being able to defend themselves from animals and other tribes. That is what testosterone's function is. So in today's landscape, testosterone affects your ability and your drive to want to reproduce. So like we have different metrics for it. We have things like money, things like social skills, things like building up your body and losing fat. Those are all indicators of being able to reproduce. Like you need money to afford a lifestyle, to do the things that you want to do in order to attract a mate. You need to lose fat and be physically more attractive in order to attract a mate. That's what testosterone does. It gives you the motivation and the drive to go out and accomplish those things. And even if you're a high achieving person, that's what testosterone does as well. You will see the highest testosterone individuals are very high achieving. So this is great if you are an entrepreneur, if you're an athlete, if you're a creative thinker. All these people, they have very high testosterone. People, like, you would be surprised, people like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, even though they're not in the best physical shape, they have high testosterone. Testosterone is what allowed them to build their empire. Testosterone makes them think faster and make better decisions. That's what testosterone does. And then you also have the classic examples of guys like Mike Tyson, who is known for his aggression. That is high testosterone. Michael Jordan, high testosterone. Testosterone is what gives you that ability to want to compete, to want to gather resources in order to be able to, again, produce more offspring. That's all testosterone does. Now, why is testosterone so crucial right now? Because testosterone levels have been declining significantly since the 1950s and the 1970s, about 1% each year. This is crazy. And there's a few main reasons. Number one is that we are more sedentary. So with more remote work, with more easy access to things like Uber Eats and just Uber in general, not having to do as much work, not having to like walk around the city and just be as active. Like we don't have to do as much now. You can even like work out from your house, like just working out from your home and not having to go to the gym. There's so many things that make life easier, like Netflix as well. Like they used to be 3 channels back in the day. So life has just gotten very easy. That's what makes us more sedentary. When you're more sedentary, you move less, you burn less calories, you put on more body fat. So that's reason number one. But then you also have to look at another big reason, which is environment. So we have foods that are more processed than ever. So things like seed oils, things like less real food, just more vegan-based products, things that are highly processed and not good for you. They have a lot of toxins and chemicals. And then you can find a lot of testosterone reducing things in your environment. So things that disrupt your endocrine system, things like cologne and perfume, things like drinking from plastic water bottles, drinking tap water. These are all going to reduce your testosterone. And it's important that you become aware of this. You want to be aware of this as much as you can, because your testosterone is what determines your drive and motivation. It's why you feel motivated some days and why you don't feel motivated, why you feel like you're undisciplined. Once you fix your testosterone, all these problems go away. Things like bad skin, things like being overweight, things like not building muscle. These are very clear signs of having low testosterone. And that's why it's so important. You get it fixed, your life does a 180. You start to go on the upward. You see a really significant difference in your quality of life, in your mood, and your energy once you have your testosterone dialed in. So, a couple things on boosting your testosterone. So, number one is you're making sure you're following a nutrient-dense diet. You want a diet that is filled with quality foods. So lean meats, fruits, nuts, vegetables. These are very good for you, very good for your supporting healthy testosterone levels. With your lean meats, you want to make sure you're getting enough cholesterol in. So getting more eggs, red meat, seafood. These are high cholesterol foods, and cholesterol is a natural steroid. This is the fastest way to produce more testosterone, is to eat more cholesterol. And then you want to make sure you're working on decreasing your body fat. So you have to do step 1 in order for this to be able to work. You want to be getting your body fat percent down. It doesn't have to be super low, because then your testosterone will actually lower as well. You want to be in the range of 10 to 15%. You can give or take about 12 or 15%. So get your body fat percent down by doing these things, by optimizing your lifestyle, optimizing your nutrition, training 2 to 3 times per week. You also want to do some other lifestyle stuff, like getting more sunlight. You want to get at least 15 minutes of daily sunlight. Even better if you can get more. Sunlight is one of the best ways to boost your testosterone. It has vitamin D. Vitamin D produces testosterone as well, just as powerful as cholesterol. And if you don't live in a sunny area, you want to start supplementing with vitamin D. So you can do about 3,000 to 5,000 international units per day. Another big lifestyle change is going to be getting more sleep. Now, a lot of people overlook sleep, but they don't realize that we sleep for a third of our lives. It's really that important. So you want to get at least 7 hours of sleep per night. This means good quality sleep. You might have to go to bed a little bit earlier. There are a couple things you want to do for sleep. So you want to make sure that you're stopping your food intake about 2 hours before you go to bed. This is going to allow yourself, one, it's going to allow your body temperature to cool down. That way you can fall asleep faster. And 2, you're not going to be digesting during your sleep. When you're digesting during your sleep, you're not recovering and resting. Your body's digesting, and that's why you wake up feeling tired. So you want to stop doing that. And you want to stop looking at blue lights. So get yourself some blue light blockers. You can wear those before bed, or you can just not look at screens at night. Do that about 1 to 2 hours before bed. Blue lights mess up your circadian rhythm. They make you think that it's daylight out when it's really 10 p.m. and it's dark. So it signals your body to stay awake. You want to reduce your caffeine intake. So not drinking caffeine about 10 hours before bed. This is usually about noon for most people. And then another thing you can do is consider supplementing with magnesium. There's a good chance that you are deficient in magnesium. So throw in some magnesium. This is a natural stress reliever. If you take it about 1 to 2 hours before bed, you will find yourself getting pretty sleepy in the evening, and it helps you fall asleep. It makes you get deeper, better quality sleep, and you end up waking up feeling refreshed. And then the last thing that you could consider is tracking your sleep. So there's a very good app. It's called the Sleep Cycle app. This allows you to see how long you've been sleeping during the night. It tracks your movement. It tracks your breathing and your snoring. It tracks everything with your sleep. It tells you how long you've been asleep for, how many total hours you actually got. And then it also wakes you up at the most ideal time. So it doesn't use a sudden alarm clock like most alarm clocks on iPhones. It has a slow rise. So you will wake up in a 30-minute window. And this is very ideal. You just end up waking up like feeling so much better. And so those are the main components of boosting your testosterone. If you can start implementing these things into your lifestyle, you're going to have more energy. You're going to have a better mood. You're going to build more muscle and lose more fat. These are the best ways to start increasing your testosterone today. So that's all I got for you. See you in the next video. Peace.